I thought I would have to stay back a grade level since I wouldn't be able to get technology from around my rural area.
The coronavirus has revealed hard truths about this nation's digital divide. So many students have been shut out of school and told to go to class online, but millions don't have access. How are they going to continue with their education?
Across the nation, schools have closed in response to the coronavirus pandemic, forcing more than 50 million students to switch to online learning plans.
Why would something be prokaryotic?
Doesn't have a nucleus?
Yeah, good. It doesn't have a nucleus.
But for students who live in rural areas where access to broadband is hard to come by, remote learning can pose some real challenges.
Before this pandemic started, I would have to stay in the parking lot at school in order to get internet connection to my phone before I could do my assignments that were online.
The Homework Gap describes the 1 in 3 households across the U.S. that don't subscribe to broadband internet, causing some students to fall behind.
Low-income households are most at risk. Students from immigrant households are at risk. Rural areas with kids are at risk. We've got students whose households might have just a smartphone.
Tatiana Gonzalez is a student at Idea Public Schools and lives in a rural community in Monte Alto, Texas.
Yes, I would sit in the car in the parking lot trying to reach my arm up into the sky and trying to get the internet connection and seeing if the bars would go up.
When her school started remote learning, Tatiana immediately became concerned about her education because her family doesn't subscribe to broadband internet.
I was kind of nervous since the pandemic was around, and I didn't know exactly how to get internet access or a computer to access my work.
Tatiana's case is not unique. According to the U.S. Department of Education, about 1 in 5 students living in rural areas have no access to high-speed internet. In Tatiana's school district alone, 16,000 students don't have access to internet-connected devices or broadband.
We knew that the biggest obstacle was going to be access to technologies. We have over 17,000 devices that are being distributed throughout our network. We are in the process of distributing more than 6,000 MiFis.
While Tatiana was given a laptop, she wasn't able to get a MiFi from her school.
I actually had to go to a store and purchase the mobile hotspot with 5G. So we had to upgrade our data plan. It's kind of expensive for my family right now since we don't have a lot of money to spend right now since of course of the pandemic and wanting to get new resources like food and paying bills.
In Tucson, Arizona, the Sunnyside School District is using school buses equipped with Wi-Fi hotspots to provide internet access to over 3,000 students who lack broadband at their homes.
We have 28 school buses that are parked throughout our school district at select locations. They're able to bring their laptops with them and connect to the internet for whatever needs they might have, whether to check an email from a teacher or to upload or download an assignment.
History is judging us. We should be aggressive and zealous and fix this with the urgency that this moment demands.
Commissioner Rosen Worcel is proposing that money from the E-rate program, which funds broadband for public schools and libraries, be used to purchase mobile Wi-Fi hotspots for students who don't have internet connectivity.
And I'm hopeful that as members of Congress head home and see the homework gap in their own backyards, they'll come back and figure out how to pressure the FCC to move forward and also maybe provide some additional funding to make sure we can do so.
So far, some internet service providers have recognized the homework gap. Companies like Cox, AT&T, Comcast, Spectrum, and TDS are providing free, high-speed internet for 60 days to students and low-income families. Despite the obstacles, both schools and students are making the best of the situation.
I am seeing firsthand the incredible work that teachers are doing to ensure that distance learning is up and running, that is rigorous, it's effective, and personalized. The amount that teachers are dealing with during this time is incredible.
It's been amazing, actually. I have been able to do all my assignments, get on the live classroom, the ops hours on time. I've been able to talk with my teachers. It's just been a really great help with having internet access at home and having this computer.